Hello, my name is Maciej. I too am a linguist. I used to teach Polish abroad. I used to teach Polish as a second language, so I'm a qualified Polish and English teacher. And I also found myself way in somehow in this industry, in the software, in the service of the translation and localization industry. I will be talking about, well, when I find it. So do just confirm if you can see, but I hope you can see my presentation. Yep. So I'd like to convince you that memoQ, I think just like many other CAT tools, are a tool for everyone and are a choice for life. It doesn't mean that you have to limit yourself to one, but you can keep that forever. I'd like to convince you that it is really a choice, a good choice for everyone. And here's some numbers. I won't read all of them, but just to let you know that memoQ is not a startup company. We've been established a long time ago by people who are not really satisfied with what they got from the existing CAT tools, from the existing technology, so they decided to go with their own development. Since then, we helped way over 1,000 companies, LSPs, agencies, institutions, and delivered server solutions for them. And as the next number suggests, we have quite a number of users. So this counts as individual users, so people who got to work with memoQ as a tool. We are available globally, and we have been active members of the translation and localization community. And why I think it's for everyone? Well, as you will see in a moment, I'll just have a few slides for you of the tool itself. And what do we mean by memoQ being a solution for everyone? Well, let's start with individuals, with future yourselves, with professional linguists, with well, beginners, then maybe domain experts. It's a work environment for all of those roles, all of those levels of proficiency, actually. Whether you're starting, you use it simply, whether you're a professional or an expert, you would still use the same software. Now, moving up on the level of agency use, memoQ is a great choice as a workhorse, as a work center for an agency, using its server, using its connectivity, and the fact that freelancers or in-house linguists can connect to the same server, to the same environment and work there. That makes a great choice as a basic platform for LSP. So you might find yourself living in an agency, I wanted to say, working for an agency on an everyday basis. And then finally, it's a great solution for end clients, by which we mean anyone who owns content to be translated. So anyone who orders contents to be translated from agencies. But there's a way around it, unfortunately, for LSPs. Localization departments, content management teams, anyone who owns stuff to be translated, products or marketing materials, they tend to go around, they tend to bypass LSPs, they tend to bypass agencies. So you might find yourself either working directly for a localization department in a corporate body or in an institution. You might find yourself running it in the future, but without the middleman of LSPs, of an LSP. And finally, just a word about who we work with. We work with virtually any possible industry out there. So we work with gaming, with software development, with documentation titans, with entertainment platforms and consumer brands. So you might find yourself in the future working for one of those, either as a freelancer or as an in-house translator. I'd like to show you just a bit of memoQ, and I hope you will be able to see my screen. I hope I shared the everything there was. Carol, could you just confirm that you can see that? I hope you can see that now. Because I'm showing memoQ right now. So this is inside of the text editor. And this is just to show you that it's a simple tool for those who need it simple. It's a very powerful tool for those who need it very powerful. So you can stay here and do your entire job, not leaving this single screen. So what you see on the screen, you might have seen this in the past. This is a piece of text broken down into segments. And you don't have to do that. Somebody does that for you in the role of project manager, or this is done automatically. But you would normally translate text segment by segment. And everything you see on the screen in a tool like memoQ is meaningful. So any color, any shades, any underline, any side note, this is all working for you to make your life easier and to deliver the translation quicker. So for example, in this segment, I'm just translating a piece from Wikipedia. There's an underline of personal computer. This is a term coming from a term base that is attached to this project. Wikipedia itself is a non-translatable term that should not be translated at all. On the right-hand side, we would typically see the translation results coming from translation memories, from forbidden terms list, from non-translatables list, finally from machine translation, such as Google Machine Translation. This one in particular is not Google, that's a DeepL plugin, but there's a ton of hints and a ton of stuff going on in the screen. And the good news is that you do not have to leave this screen to deliver a full translation. So anything about formatting, about segmentation, about looking up terms, about using the aids is in this single screen. If you wonder what these are HTML tags, and the beauty in this interface is that you do not really have to understand what those are. You will just copy those over as you translate. I just use a keyboard shortcut, and this is just to demonstrate that just like you can use the buttons available, there are, in several tabs, you can use the right-click menu to help you, and then there are those customizable keyboard shortcuts. So this is all to make your life easier and to deliver the translation quicker and to ensure consistency and ensure quality. Just looking at the time, so I'll be wrapping this part up. Just a few more words about how memoQ could help you. You can grow with memoQ, and by that means we mean that you can take your knowledge further and become a subject matter expert in your own domain, become a language lead, become the knowledge manager, certified translator, and so on. So you can take your career further, still carrying memoQ with you, or you can become someone else, just like many of us today explained, just like we did. You can become project manager, content manager, localization expert, your own business owner, or an educator. Some of us become trainers, and eventually they teach memoQ or other tools. Now, how we can do this? Well, there's excellent documentation on memoQ, a ton of e-learning, excellent help center support on our web pages. But there's also, like with MemSource, there's an academic program for universities and students. And you as students, as well as the teachers with you, the universities, the departments can get memoQ licenses, the servers and freelance licenses to learn translation, to teach translation, to experiment, to find new ways of improving the localization industry. On that, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the invitation, dear XTRF. Good luck with your presentations, and see you there. Thank you.